Stardate, January 1993. These are the voyages of the Space Shuttle Endeavour. Its mission to deploy TDRS, to grow strange new crystals, and to count dust where dust hasn't been counted before. Welcome, everyone, to End of Mission, the podcast where we make Star Trek references. I'm Paul, the pressure-fed astronaut, and he's behind me, isn't he?
Here I am, face of sarcasm. I'm here.
Yes. On today's episode, we're talking about STS-54, a mission picked exclusively because of this crew photo.
It's a good crew photo.
It's a good one. And Mario Runco looks just like Spock, so this works.
Yeah.
Today's flight is actually shockingly more interesting than I thought it would be. So, woohoo.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Also, you will recognize 4 out of the 5 astronauts on this mission.
Yeah, but the real question is, can I name them?
Okay, you know who Mario Runco is?
Yes.
And we just mentioned this mission's commander, because we talked about him with Space Camp.
Yep, we just finished recording like 20 minutes ago. And again, the name escapes me.
John Casper.
John Casper, right.
Yep, and we've seen these two guys before, so don't worry. Susan Helms is our new astronaut on this flight, and they are on the bridge of a Star Trek starship.
Not the Enterprise?
This is not the Enterprise, because this was 1993, this mission, and the most recent Star Trek film was The Undiscovered Country, which was 1991, and Generations was like 1995, I think.
Okay, yeah.
So this is just next generation, generic other starship bridge.
Got it.
Yeah.
Probably like Stargazer or something. I don't remember.
Stargazer, one of the Miranda classes, maybe Excelsior. I don't know.
Yeah.
We like Star Trek, by the way. We're Star Trek fans, just not the new stuff.
I haven't seen any of the new stuff.
Neither have
I don't have a subscription to CBS No Access.
Yeah. All I've watched are the Red Letter Media reviews, so I know that Picard Season 3 is fun. That's about it. So.
Yep.
Okay. So, this mission's flying on Endeavour, OV-105. This is the 53rd flight of the Space Shuttle program because numbers don't mean anything.
They're made up.
This is the 3rd flight of Endeavour. We've covered its first. The previous flight of the Space Shuttle program was STS-52 because numbers don't mean anything. And the last flight of Endeavour was STS-47.
Okay.
So this is the first shuttle mission of 1993, and the primary goal is deploying TDRS-F. The other activities on this flight include EVAs to gain astronaut experience doing EVAs in anticipation of upcoming Hubble repair, and because they're going to build the ISS soon. So at some point someone realized, hey, so who knows anything about EVAs? And none of the astronauts raised their hands. So it's
time to learn.
All right. And there's microgravity experiments.
Ooh. In space?
I know, right? Ooh, exciting.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
Now, actually, so John Casper described this mission as going from vanilla to chocolate in terms of how complex it was. Because before the EVA experiments were added, this was a pretty boring mission. Deploy TDRS, do some microgravity experiments, come back down, smile, post for the photos. This is great. You're an astronaut. But now they added EVA, which is far more complicated to the mission.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at...
I like chocolate.
Chocolate is pretty good. I also like vanilla.
I like vanilla with chocolate.
That is pretty good. The problem is ice cream goes through me, so...
Gross.
Yeah. I inhale it, cough it right back up. Weird. Okay, so here's what is in the payload bay, because I couldn't find a diagram of what's in the payload bay. So you'll notice the big thing.
Where?
It's this cradle right here.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty big.
That is pretty neat. It's a giant magnet.
Magnetically levitating the spacecraft, huh?
Yep. So the main payload is TDRS, which you'll recognize. There's TDRS.
Looks very familiar, very TDRS shaped.
Yes, but you'll also notice these guys right here.
Wait a second, those aren't gas cans.
They aren't. So, TDRS-F is the 6th built and 5th operational TDRS spacecraft. TDRS-B was destroyed on Challenger. They're tracking data relay satellites because ground tracking costs more money, because you need like ships and things like that. So,
Yeah.
you need to build relay satellites. The Soviets had a few too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so this would be the 3rd fully operational one on orbit at the time. It'll sit at 62 degrees west. I don't know where that is.
Oh, and it's geostationary, right?
Yeah, they're geostationary. So,
Okay.
the other experiment in the payload bay is the diffuse X-ray spectrometer.
Ooh, shiny.
So, the interstellar medium produces X-rays because it's at about 1,000,000 Kelvin.
That's really warm.
It's incredibly warm. So they're wondering, what are the wavelengths of these emissions? What's the distribution of the hot interstellar medium? And if you know this, you can help understand the structure and evolution of the galaxy. Because it's distribution of dust and medium, so you can kind of figure out, okay, where are all these things? And if you can figure out where it's distributed, you can kind of guess where it's been, where it's going. And the spectra determines, what's it made of, what's causing this. This was originally going to end up flying an STS-35, the big space telescope mission, but that got booted to this because of flight delays. So this is the actual experiment. So these actually rock back and forward in the payload bay. So because again, the X-rays come in here on this spot, so it rocks back and forward only during the nighttime part of the orbit, though.
Okay.
Because otherwise the sun would blind it.
Right, because sun also is emitting X-rays.
Yeah. So it's taking in X-rays from the galaxy, and it's doing a spectra of them. Long wavelength, short wavelength X-rays, and it's going to rock back and forth. Isn't that cool?
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
I got some data on this one. Don't worry. So for the EVA, since it was a kind of a quick kit bash mission for that, all you really have for EVA is foot restraints and nothing else.
Okay. Do you want to do EVA? Yeah, okay. That's nice.
Now, there is one thing they have with them. It's a tool to manually tilt the TDRS deployment structure. And I'm going to go work on that. Just to simulate. Because, again, they're simulating, can you move around, carry heavy objects in a spacesuit? And can you get the experience in doing this? So when you build the ISS, which, as we saw with Space Camp, is a giant tesseract of a lot of tiny little beams put together, you can build that in a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah. Does require 6,000 hours of EVA.
Yeah, and then hiding oxygen tanks in the structure for no reason.
Yeah, and hiding other stuff in there as well because you forgot.
Yeah. So that's what's in the payload bay, but let's take a look what's inside the mid-deck.
Ooh, okay.
Wow, this is exciting. This is yeah. So actually, this is the first flight of the extended duration orbiter waste system. So it's the little astronauts' room for really long duration missions.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. All right, so you have Chromex-4, which is developmental and physiological processes influencing seed production and microgravity. Exciting. These studies reproductive anomalies in plants exposed to microgravity. They're flying the mouse ear cress in the plant growth unit.
Those words definitely mean something to me.
It's a little flowering plant, like little flowers like this on it. They're called mouse ear cress because it's it looks like mouse ears. They're tiny, they're cute.
Oh, that's adorable.
Then we have the commercial generic bioprocessing apparatus. That's this thing. There's 28 separate commercial experiments. Here they are.
Okay. Oh, gosh.
Here we go. I'm not reading all of these. Again, if you want to read all of this, it's your prerogative. Seek help, that sort of thing. I did notice one. Where was it? was fruit fly test system. So I guess they're giving fruit flies tests. I saw one about shrimp. I swear I saw one. Brine shrimp test system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the brine shrimp test system examines brine shrimp development in microgravity. Wow, okay, another microgravity experiment.
I know, right?
In space?
Yeah, so biomedical, drug development, closed environmental life support system, agricultural experiments. It's biological studies. Exciting.
Yeah, look at all the universities.
Yeah. Nerds!
The University of Alabama in Huntsville.
Yeah, lymphocyte induction process. I'll never forgive you for that, guys. So then there's Physiological and Anatomical Rodent Experiment 02. No, I didn't get any pictures of the rodents this time. It studies the studies the short-term microgravity exposure on size, strength, and endurance of skeletal muscles. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Skeletal muscles are pretty cool.
And then we have the Solid Surface Combustion Experiment.
Yes, we're setting things on fire again.
Fire in space. Bob Arson has his day. So this studies flow propagation over solid fuels in microgravity without airflows. Because remember, airflows are kind of a byproduct of air density, that sort of thing. Well, without air, how does a flame move across the fuel surface?
I think it skedaddles.
Yeah, it draws weird shapes.
Sort of skitters, slithers.
Yeah.
Skedaddles.
Yeah. And the last one, which I have video of, is Physics of Toys, also known as ASPEC. So the astronauts are bringing up actual toys on the shuttle to demonstrate basic physics concepts for students. The last time they did this was on STS-51D, and it was actually one of the most popular tapes produced by NASA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, NASA gave out videotapes for educational purposes.
So you spent all this time and all this training to become an astronaut, to go up into space and play with toys.
Yes.
Perfect. Sign me up.
It beats the hygiene problems, right? You get to set fires and do this cool stuff. Yeah.
You start fires and play with toys.
That's the life. I do have, and again, I have video of this, and this also reminds me of something. You know that NASA helped start the TLC channel?
I did not know this.
Yeah, that's why it's called the Learning Channel, because NASA would put their material on there for people to learn.
Cool.
Now it's home to Honey Boo Boo and 90 Day Fiancé.
How the mighty have fallen.
Yeah. Well, there's also NASA TV, and I think they actually started their own streaming service. It's all free because it's public, so it's fun. Yeah.
Good.
All right, so this is the crew, our brave explorers, ready to fly Endeavour.
To boldly go where no one's ever gone before.
Yeah, low Earth orbit. No one's ever been there before.
Nope.
So our commander is John Casper, who we've seen before. He was born July 9th, 1943, so actually this is close to his birthday when this comes out. So happy birthday, Casper.
Happy birthday.
He's from Greenville, South Carolina. He's an Air Force pilot engineer with his MS from Purdue, so he's a smart guy. I know someone who went to Purdue. I work with someone who did that.
Cool.
I think I brought this up last time, because we just covered one of Casper's earlier flights. He's from Astronaut Group 10. We saw him on STS-77. This is his second of 4 flights, but his first command.
Nice. He's sitting in the captain's chair now.
Yes, he is. The reason he became commander is because a lot of commanders retired, and they needed one for this mission. So they said, okay, you're a commander now.
Yippee!
Woohoo! Our pilot is Donald R. McMonigal. He was born May 14th, 1952. He's from Flint, Michigan. He's an Air Force pilot and mechanical engineer with his MS from Cal State. He's from Astronaut Group 12. We last saw him on STS-39. That's the Critical Ionization Velocity mission.
Ah, right. Yeah, that one.
That one just... Again, I picked that one because of the images of that one. This is the...
It's got beautiful imagery.
Oh, and it got the air glow, too, from the shuttle.
Yeah.
And they got auroras, too. Oh, it's wonderful. This is his second of 3 flights. We covered his last one. Mission Specialist 1 is Mario Runco Jr. He was born January 26th, 1952. He's from New York.
New York.
He is a Navy pilot and meteorologist. I spelled it correctly this time, with his MS from Rutgers. Did you say something?
No, did you?
Good. I brought up the fact that I spelled meteorologist.
Yeah, I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Oh. Okay.
Were you talking?
Oh. It's Discord, okay? It's Discord. It's not the mad cow. It's not the potatoes I'm growing in my backyard. It's not the tornado I just fought, okay? Jeez. So we last saw him on STS-54, Commercial Float Zone. This is his second of 3 flights. Well, you know what the last one is? Most likely the first person of Italian origin to fly to space. So good for him. And here he is with Italian foods like peanut butter and a tortilla.
Yep. Authentic.
I learned that he played hockey in college. This is important. Trust me.
Okay. Now I'm suspicious, especially when you're bringing up EVA.
Mission Specialist 2, the flight engineer, is Gregory J. Harbaugh. He was born April 15th, 1956. He's from Cleveland, Ohio. You know why he became an astronaut.
To get out of Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah. He's an aero and astronautical engineer with his MS from Houston, University of Houston, Clear Lake. That's the astronauts live in Clear Lake, Houston area, which that sounds aspirational of a name.
Clear Lake.
Yeah. Well, it's like the one in our hometown, right? That's an aspiration.
Oh, yeah, the one that's dirty.
Yeah, the one we have to import fish. Otherwise, they'll just die. Yeah.
Yeah.
We last saw him on STS-39. Yay.
Whee.
This is his second of 4 flights. He's a former flight controller. We brought this up last time.
Mm-hmm.
Mission Specialist 3. The first new face of the program is Susan Helms. She was born February 26th, 1958. She's from Charlotte, North Carolina. She's an Air Force pilot and engineer with her MS from Stanford. She's astronaut group 13. This is her first of 5 flights.
Dang, okay.
She'll actually hold the record for longest woman EVA by a woman at nearly 9 hours when she's on the ISS.
Jeez. No one should have to suffer that long.
Her record was broken last year on Tiangong. So,
dang it.
Yeah, she's also
Just gotta get back out there.
She's also the first military astronaut, female military astronaut. I think.
What? Okay, sorry. What does that mean? Because every other person we've talked about has military experience. What does that mean?
She was still active duty.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she was actually going to be in charge of like a space wing under Obama.
Oh.
Yeah, she made it to, I think, Brigadier General before retiring in like 2012.
Dang.
So, yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah. Big career on her part.
Yeah.
So this is the crew. There's not many photos of them in training, so here's the 2 other promotional shots of them, which, okay. That one up there, that's a good one. Up near the external tank.
Yeah.
It's a good shot.
Yeah. And make that my profile picture.
Yeah, that's your profile picture, all right. Yeah, here's me next to the external tank. Just working. Then here's them at the trainer. All those buttons. Ugh.
So many buttons. I want to press them.
Yeah. So, the launch was baselined for November 19th, 1992, but it was delayed, and then it was delayed to, like, near Christmas, so everyone said, let's push it to January, because we got the holidays, you want to get sloppy. So it launched on January 13th, 1993, at 8:59 in the morning from LC-39B.
Oh, good. They're not going to be late for work.
Yeah, right on time. My commute is like 45 minutes. It's annoying. Theirs is
I get
8.5.
to work from home this week.
Yeah, their commute's
What?
8.5 minutes.
Yeah, my commute is 0 minutes because I work from home now.
Yeah. All right, so the orbit they're going into is 309 by 302 kilometers, 192 by 187.7 miles at, 28.5 degrees.
Due east out of the Cape.
Yep. Exciting.
Exhilarating.
Now, there is one exciting thing about this launch. At 67 seconds into flight, the right SRB experiences a pressure increase of 13 psi. This, combined with a lower burn rate on the left SRB, nearly reached the motor pair specification thrust imbalance limit of 80,000 pounds. This made a 76,000 pound thrust imbalance.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Now, that's not good, is it?
No, it's not. So you gotta remember that these SRBs are so large they can't be cast. Right, that's how you do propellant, right? You cast it. Is they have to cast it in like batches. So there is a guy's entire job at Thiokol who was to monitor production of solid propellants, like the granularity, the composition, to make sure that when they were stacked, the SRB performance levels would roughly be the same.
Oh, okay.
Yes. It's an entire...
It sounds like a wonderful job.
Yeah. I also...
Like, very fulfilling.
Yeah, well, it'd probably be interesting. I remember I took an advanced solid propulsion course. One of the things I remember learning was they were using basically the same grinding equipment for the SRBs until I think like the mid-90s, and they decided to fix them. And they noticed that the particulate size had increased. Turns out that in the duct between the part where they were grinding it and the next like holding area, there was a pile of just waste solid motor propellant that just got caught there, and that was actually grinding the particulates even more. So they had to fix that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
So what causes this imbalance is aluminum slag slosh in the motor. So remember, this propellant is hydroxyl terminated polybutadiene plus, what is it? Ammonium nitrate with aluminum particulates in it. The aluminum melts, and there's about 1 ton of aluminum slag at the base of the motor, so it's just kind of sloshing around in here.
Oh.
And what's noticed was during thrust vectoring, because they're moving the throat, which, right, it's attached to the motor, it would cause the angle of the float to change. That would cause the pressure imbalance. Does that make sense?
Okay. Not really.
So the thrust of your motor is pressure times throat area times the thrust coefficient. Pressure of the chamber is determined by burning area. So that's why if you look at, so for a hobby rocket motor, so this is the outer radius of the inner radius. It's basically a cylinder and it burns out, which means as it burns, right, as it burns outward, the area increases, which means the thrust also increases with the burn.
Okay.
For the shuttle SRB, it's actually a star pattern that looks more like this. I mean, it's supposed to be centered, but it's like a star pattern. So that means the burning surface area doesn't increase. It matches the set thrust profile.
So you're getting more constant, or more consistent thrust.
Yeah, there's different ways. There's shaped like this. There's plenty of different shapes you can do, all fun shapes. Especially now you can 3D print stuff. You can make nice fun shapes of solid propellant. Just don't smoke near it. So what was... Or I guess, some propellant tests. So the slag angle combined with the nozzle, so it's causing just kind of buildups on the burning area and like overpressure by getting 13 psi compared to like the 900 of the chamber what it's actually burning at. Not much, but noticeable.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, it's one issue, they fixed it. Other than that, there's no other issues with this flight. There's the external tank.
Look at that thing. Big orange.
The big orange, and you can see where the SRBs are mounted.
Yep.
You can see aerothermal heating here, base heating there. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Also for this flight, they actually had the first planned in-flight shutdown and restart of a fuel cell. It worked, they just turned it off to turn it back on to simulate being docked with a space station.
Oh, okay.
again,
Oh yeah, because they're trying to build a space station.
yeah, they're gearing up for
Yeah.
the ISS, and they're just starting to test out. Okay, we're docking the shuttle with the ISS now. Does it actually work? Don't know. Gotta find out.
Yeah.
So let's look at the crew doing things. So there goes TDRS.
Bye, TDRS.
Wave to it. Wave to the camera. Say goodbye.
Bye, TDRS.
Bye.
Have a fun trip.
There it goes. Bye.
See you in geostationary orbit. Bye.
Bye. You just kind of stand there waving. It's like,
The Minnesota goodbye.
Yeah.
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 You just stand out the driveway for 20 minutes.
Yeah. You know, they might come back there, you know. They might have forgot something. Maybe you want some of the hot dish, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Lutherans, I tell ya. All right, so here's Susan working the commercial bioprocessing apparatus. Look at it.
With cool goggles.
Yeah, she's wearing goggles for safety, which is important.
Safety is important.
Safety
yeah.
is very important. And you can see there's a whole bunch of them on the mid deck.
Oh, gosh, there's more.
There's so many of those. Again, you gotta do like 28 experiments. Ugh.
Ugh.
I like this shot here. It looks like it's like what are we doing? You got me. And then here's Mario just, he's just having fun. He's sticking a fork in the wiring. Why not? Have fun, Mario.
I think that's one of the 5 general processing units, or one of the general computers that it's on the shuttle.
Oh.
It's just,
Yeah,
yeah.
what's this do?
Is this how you turn it back on, off, and back on again?
Hey guys, check this out.
Hey, maybe the garden hose is in here.
Yeah. So here he is next to a foreign object debris damage. No FOD. There's no debris or dirt in here at all.
Nope, no FOD. FOD clear.
Absolutely not. Because the last thing you want to have is like just dirt floating around. Like, what's this? I don't know.
Yeah,
That's not good.
How would a vacuum cleaner work in space, right?
Yeah. And there's a shot of Casper. He's got a nice shirt.
Is in front of the American flag.
Yep, there he is. Oh, and family photos here. Wait, Enterprise.
There's the Enterprise.
There it is. That's cool. Yeah, so again, there's those commercial bioprocessing apparatus there. I think
There's more of them.
I think that's the combustion experiment there.
Yeah, maybe.
That might be because they're all mid-deck experiments, obviously. Another family photo up here. Just tempting fate with all of this. Oh, and also right behind him, that's one of the toys. See, that's a Matchbox car on a track. Don't worry. Again, I'm going to show you the video of this.
Okay, good.
So here's Greg with Goldfish.
And they're all swimming
Wait,
around.
It's not Greg. It's Donald. It's Don McMonagle. Greg's the other guy. I confuse those two. I don't know why. I'll shut up. And then here's Mario, just somewhere in the shuttle doing. He's just playing with the wires at this point. It's like, hey, we're going here, meteorology time.
I think it's between the decks. Like the flight deck is above him,
Yeah,
or maybe below him.
probably where he
I
is.
don't know.
Yeah, he's just somewhere in the shuttle. Oh wait, that's the vacuum.
Oh, there is a vacuum.
Yeah,
in space.
there's a vacuum. Yeah, how do you think they clean the dust out?
I assume they just left it.
No, they vacuum it up. They gotta keep a good clean ship, okay? It's brand new. Gotta get all that debris out.
Especially, yeah, and plus he already had the no FOD sticker.
Exactly. You want to maintain that. So here's the crew on the flight deck doing astronaut things.
Yeah, like exercising, pushing buttons,
Yep,
having Capri Suns or whatever it is that astronauts have.
exactly. And then there's Donald. He's working with something. There's something in there. Doing some payload stuff. Again, commercial bioprocessing apparatus. They're kind of everywhere, the little Easter eggs.
There's more of them.
Yeah,
they're just constantly multiplying.
Yeah, they're like tribbles. More Star Trek references for you. I like this shot of the crew, I think. This is a good one.
This is a good shot of the crew.
Yeah. It's astronauts doing their job in space.
Yeah.
It's a good shot.
Biomed checklist. Check.
It's a checklist.
Yeah, checklist. Yep.
So they're working on one of the biomedical experiments and got the checklist. But yeah, there it goes. And it's the polos. It's the 90s.
It's the 90s. Multicolored polos.
Yeah. Susan also brought on a little keyboard to play while on flight, so that's fun.
That is great.
Yep. I forgot what song she was playing. I had like the Air Force anthem or something like that. It was some song. I should know what this is. I'll remember it for next time. And of course, there's the Enterprise still. So
there's the Enterprise.
Yep. Here's another shot of Casper. I don't know what he's carrying in these bags here, but he's moving stuff around.
Well, it's probably one of those experiments we talked about earlier in reference to the little astronaut's room.
Oh, it could be.
Or maybe it's just the dust, right?
It's
the vacuum bags.
A little crystal growth experiment, if you will.
Perhaps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is the ceiling, of course, where they got all the wires out. Because why not?
Yep. And a big structural bar in there.
Actually, you know what that is?
Is it the HVAC system?
No. That is the pole if they have to bail out.
What?
So, if the crew had to bail out of the shuttle after re-entry before landing, the landing legs don't deploy, it's on fire or something. The problem is the wing is pretty close to them, and if they wanted to bail out, they just hit the wing and, die. So they have a big, long pole that would extend outside the orbiter and hang down. So they would slide down the pole and then out under the shuttle.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's in Space Cowboys. So when we get to that movie, we'll actually see it.
Okay, yeah, that seems like a very effective method to escape.
It is. It's just, it's never been tested, so we don't know how effective it is, and no one wants to actually know.
Yeah, okay.
Here's Don looking at himself in the mirror, probably doing some personal hygiene experiments.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and they got the galley out, all the packets and the foods. Maybe he's making some food.
Presumably.
All right, so this is Casper with one of the toys in space. Now, for this experiment, it was designed by not high schools, but students in the hometowns of the astronauts. They designed the experiments, right? To tie into who's flying and who's going where. I have actual video of them with doing this. Okay, so this is the obvious VHS tape of it. It's the post-flight presentation posted by the National Space Society. It's NASA, so it's still public domain. I'll link it in the description, don't worry. So, here's Casper.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can see it's fluttering around randomly because it's in microgravity versus a more stable path. And that's a little thing that I think that jumps.
Okay.
We got marbles.
They're just floating.
Yep, and looks like they're spinning too. Oh, they're magnetic.
Ah, okay.
And of course, there's Mario with the Matchbox car. We can see some physics happening there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it just drifts away.
Yep. Gyroscope, of course. Top.
Mm-hmm. I assume Beyblade, but
That could be. When did that come out? That sounds like more like a 2000s thing.
it's probably more of a 2000s thing.
Yeah, this is the prototype Beyblade. It's an experimental program.
Yeah.
You can see the crew's having fun. How dare they?
Having fun? In space? Space is not fun. Space is serious.
Yeah.
I was about to make a joke that it was about to explode. I didn't realize I was right.
Yeah. As you can see, they're running different experiments. And you can see there is physics happening here, right? There's like stability, rotational motion, like moments of inertia. And this is all explainable to children.
Yeah.
Wasn't it instructional?
Yeah, that was very instructional. That is great.
Yeah. And imagine being a child watching this going, oh, okay, that's what's going on. Or being curious to see what's going on even more.
I'm an adult with a college education, and I'm impressed by it.
Yeah. It's really cool.
I want to see more of that kind of stuff. That's awesome.
Well, when we do STS-51D, we'll see more.
Yes.
All right. Let's do our EVA. Okay. Yep. January 17th, 1993, 4.5 hours long. EVA 1 is Greg Harbaugh. He's the red stripe. Mario is EVA 2. So over the course of the next 4.5 hours, the two are to maneuver around the payload bay with and without supports, simulating move large objects. They're going to carry each other, and then moving the IUS table. So that's the thing that they play from. Now, interestingly, Runco is the only guy who could actually put on a foothold. It's at the foothold on the bottom where they mount it to the payload bay. He's the only one who could do that without using his hands.
Really?
Yeah. Mission Control didn't believe him, and they made him do it again. That's where the hockey player part comes in. He's just kind of good with moving himself and his body.
Oh, right. Because it's sports on ice.
Yeah, it's on ice. So you got to move yourself a certain way. Even Harbaugh noticed, why didn't he ever build part of the ISS? Because Runco doesn't do that. His last flight is STS-77.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And also, so apparently Runco learned during underwater training, to unstress himself, he'd kind of lean back on his knees. Right? Because you remember the suit's kind of stressful to wear? So he leans back a bit. And when they finally needed him, he'd pivot himself forward.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, in water resists. In space, nothing resists.
Space doesn't resist.
So he was looking outward on the edge of the payload bay, and he was convinced he was going to tumble out of that thing.
Oh, gosh.
He didn't, but because he just kind of just straight forward. Oh, no.
Oh, gosh.
Yep. Uh-oh. So here they are, all suited up. And, of course, so Helms is kind of running point for them. She's the helper for them. There's no RMS on board this flight.
Got it.
So she's just there telling them, go do this. Come on. Yeah, go do that. That'd be hilarious. So this is Runco. No stripe.
Okay.
This is an airlock. Here. They go. So they do have a micrometeorite shield they put up on this on the door.
But they don't close it.
Yeah. The hatch itself is not closed. They just put this so, debris and dirt don't get in. Don't have to vacuum it out.
Right. Don't want FOD.
Yeah. And here they are.
Oh, cool.
What a great shot.
See, this is why you want to be an astronaut.
Yeah, you'd be an astronaut to do this. Because
That'd be so cool.
Look at that. Yeah. Again, Facebook profile picture, you upside down in the payload bay of the space shuttle.
With the Earth in the distance.
Yeah, there's the Earth. Yeah. What a great shot.
Oh, yeah.
So here they are working, just kind of running around the payload bay, taking pictures of each other, lifting each other up, throwing each other over the edge.
Send you back to Earth.
All right, there you go. And so, of course, there's the IUS table in the back, and they're kind of working their way back there. We're going to test out kind of lifting and closing it, because, again, it's like the only tool they have with them that they can work with. So,
got it, right.
Yeah, so they are working on it in the back, which is cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Great shots, too.
Oh, yeah. This is beautiful.
Yeah. It's a good thing the astronauts have time to take pictures, because look at this. You get the OMS pods. He's just kind of looking over the edge.
Wonder what's down there. Oh, it's a wing.
Yeah. Oh. So this is one, I think, by Casper or Helms. It's kind of funny because there's Harbaugh. He's looking in that. It's like, what's going on here? and Runco's just like upside down. Yay! Which, who wouldn't be?
Yeah, I mean, I would be terrified that I'd be, drifting off into space.
But, I'd have one hand firmly just grasped to something.
Everything's clenched.
He's right there, isn't he? I always love these shots.
What you reading?
Yeah. And there's another shot of him.
That's great.
That is a great shot. And of course, you can see the structure in the back, too. Oh, there's so many good photos from this mission of the EVA. These are the only ones I used.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's the mission.
Oh, okay.
It's Tidris. Yeet the Tidris. Go outside, grow crystals, play with some toys. So the shuttle lands on January 19th, 1993 at 8:30 in the morning at Kennedy Space Center. Longest commute to go nowhere.
Yep.
The shuttle orbits the Earth 96 times. It's a 5-day, 23-hour, 38-minute, 17-second mission. Exciting.
Long mission.
It is. So long. Only 6 days. It's a great success. Gets TDRS-6 into orbit and operation. Gives NASA the needed EVA experience in anticipation of the ISS. And don't worry, I have results.
Yay!
Okay, so solid-state combustion. This is the theory of the combustion, what's going on. So you have the fuel down here, you have the boundary layer here, so this is air, then you have, this is where the flame would be. There's fluid mechanics happening, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
So you're trying to see where does this go. Boundary conditions, interfacial species, continuity equation, of course, as you know.
As one does.
So you got lambda, of course, over the coefficient, like one of the heat coefficients. Of course. Oh, this is your mass flow rate. That's probably proportional amount of the mass of a specific combustion product. Yeah, okay. I know what's going on. It's moving. It's the diffusion of it. Yeah.
Got it. Uh-huh.
Got pressure, got all those things. So, flame spread phenomenon is fairly steady after ignition transients. So, right, getting a flame going, of course, has some transients to it, right? You started a fire.
Mm-hmm.
Flame size and hang distance are larger in microgravity, which makes sense. Air is coming in from everywhere. It's not diffusing different. It's diffusing differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Radiation heat transfer is greater in microgravity. So, right, it's giving off heat. The heat's getting dumped that way. That's greater in microgravity. Again, should make sense.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Flame spreads with decreasing speed rate and may extinguish at high oxygen levels. As you can see with the images here. The velocity in millimeters per second, you can see it fits closely the model with radiation. So the stars are shuttle data.
What they found. Okay,
yep.
On the shuttle.
So you see that the model that does include radiation has basically a straight line at different pressures, whereas with radiation, you'll see it more closely matches different pressures, different flame front rates at that.
Flum freight rates.
As you do. And of course, you have different oxygen levels. Again, including radiation heat transfer, it more closely matches that.
Right.
If you ever take a combustion course, you'll understand what all this means.
Yes, me who's been out of college for over a year at this point.
Yes. So, for the X-ray spectrograph, learned 3 things. And also, so this is where it's looking at in the night sky. This is the galaxy, and they're looking out of the galaxy. So
looking away from the galaxy.
So right here was the anti-center of the galaxy. So it's aiming outside the galaxy. We are the center of the galaxy looking out. So what it learned was the spectrum of low energy, so that's 0.15 to 0.28 kiloelectron volts, diffuse X-ray background shows lines indicating this is a thermal origin for those X-rays. Because it's heat, right? spectra is heat-based.
Okay.
Low energy X-ray spectrum is different in different directions. So it's different, it's lumpy.
Okay.
So in 3, ionization equilibrium models with solar interstellar elemental abundances don't fit the data. It's consistent with heating in the local bubbles, that's kind of the area around us in the galaxy, due to a relatively recent event, which might be the Geminga gamma ray source. That's a neutron star supernova remnant. So pretty much the X-ray background here doesn't match the rest of the galaxy, which means it's most likely because of a supernova that was local.
Oh, okay. So basically the Geminga gamma ray source neutron star supernova remnant, that's what's generating it because it was a local.
Yeah, it was a local heating event, and probably gas being blown off of a star, that kind of thing.
Cool.
Yeah, and this is, of course, data coming in.
Right. And the pluses mean something.
Yeah, so the plus is the data with, the data coming in counts per channel, and then I think that's just a histogram of the data coming in.
Got it. Okay.
And that is STS-54.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
It's a quick science mission, did some combustion experiments, deployed TDRS, played with some toys.
Coolest part, yeah.
And that'll be the fun part of the mission. It does beat out, doing a solid state combustion experiment. It's like, do we have to include the radiative heat transfer model? Versus, look, if this spins, it's different than on Earth.
Yeah, it's way more fun to play with toys in space.
Yeah, I got my Matchbox car. It's just like mine. It goes really fast. Yep, so that is STS-54. Fun shuttle mission. And I just realized when I was doing the slides that the next shuttle mission we're covering is also the next flight of Endeavour.
Oh, cool. So doing Endeavour twice in a row.
Yes. But on the next episode, we're doing Orbital Express.
Ooh.
Yes. And get ready for a lot of pictures that look like this.
It's the great pixel shortage of 1991.
These images were taken in 2008.
Oh, it's the Great Recession.
Yes, it's the recession. They had to save money to go to Iraq. This one will discuss satellite servicing and repair, which will be fun.
Awesome. I'm excited.
Yeah. So STS-54, fun mission. These are the voyages.
These are the voyages. All right. Well, this has been End of Mission.